And please stand, don't mind me. And Mr. Green, if you will.
I state your name.
Tracy Tip.
Mr. Earl Friedman.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The next you need to repeat that also. Do solemnly affirm.
Affirm that we will protect the Constitution of the United States.
Protect the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
There's the paper we're reading from, so this doesn't become a memory test, our first session up here. Yes.
And that I will bear the true faith and allegiance. I'm sorry, just go ahead and read.
Go ahead, Mr. Tiff. We started here, you're up to this word here, at.
Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the United States of New Jersey, and that I will bear true to the faith and allegiance to the same and to the government that is established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God.
And then read the next paragraph, I, and insert your name.
Tracy Tip, do solemnly swear to affirm that my position, qualifications prescribed by law for the offices of the Board of Education, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and duly
How you doing, bro?
perform all the duties of that office
According to the
best of my abilities.
Okay, and if you could just, sir, you could have a seat now. If you could sign your name there, and we will notarize your name. And if you could now, Mr.
Mr. Earl Friedman, do affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear the true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Mr. Earl Friedman, do solemnly affirm that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of the Board of Education, and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
I, Zachariah Briggs, do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
Continue reading. You're reading
to
fine.
the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Zachariah Briggs, do solemnly affirm that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of the Board of Education, and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office and work to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Can I have that paper? If you could sign where it says on the dot signature board member, both of you, signature board member will notarize that. We'll just wait a second until we complete that. Okay, have you signed where it says signature board member? That's all you need to do. And we'll take those back. I'll just have the business administrator review that for a second. If I could have the other form, please. Okay, we're ready. Oh, should wait.
Another board member that year will get into 2-3 more.
Okay, we did that last April.
That's right.
Irene, you're here, correct? Okay, we had drama last year, if you recall. You have to laugh, all right? Sides change. It is now 8:07. Let's wait. We did get a call from Mr. Slackin that he's on his way. So while we do that, we really can't do any more business. We're going to wait a few minutes. What I will give out, I've been asked to give out some documents. Is that him? No. Okay. If everyone could take one. An extra agenda, Rosie, agenda, please. The county office has, here comes an agenda. The county office has asked us to give out the code of ethics. Take one and pass. Take one and pass. Take one and pass. You now have the code of ethics. Okay. That is our policy 9271. Order. We're just waiting a few moments. I will also ask you to take. Yeah, might as well. While we're going to have a student presentation, with your permission, you're also getting a policy called Role of Board Member. Please take one and pay. Take one and pass.
You didn't do the pledge.
We didn't open the meeting officially yet because we're waiting for a few more moments for Mr. Zlatkin, apparently. So, but let's just get out these policies because as part of QSAP, we want to make sure we've done this. We have asked for the students to be brought in. Rosie?
Yes,
The students to be brought in.
they're, 1 second, they're just
Oh,
getting.
okay. Okay. I don't know if the hint was big enough here. Okay. Why don't we just call the roll so we can just start as far as a roll call? If you could do that, Mr. Green.
Mr. Frieden.
Here.
Mr. Fink.
Mr. Fink, you're here, correct?
I sit here.
Okay.
Mr. Greenspan.
Here.
Mr. Brunhart. Here. Ms. Michiela.
Here.
Mr. Seidler.
Here.
Mr. Silver.
Here.
Mr. Tiff.
Here.
Mr. Blackman.
Mr. Zlatkin is not here, but on his way. I just need a second, if I may. Second?
What?
But I just need a second. But I'm thanking you for seconding it. In accordance with New Jersey School Board Association, it's best to first have the board reconstituted before we take any action. However, this is your pleasure since Mr. Zlatkin is on his way. I will make the legal ruling at this time that this will not constitute official board action, but we do have a very important student presentation. So if the board would like to do that while we wait, there will be no board action until we reconstitute ourselves. Is that okay with the board?
Yes.
Okay, with that said, may the action begin, but not board action.
Good evening, board. Thank you for having us here tonight. My name is Laura Bell. I'm a social worker on the Child Studies team at Lakewood High School. This is Ms. Johnson. And she's a teacher. She actually, her first year at the high school, she's been a teacher in the district for several years, but she is a first-year teacher at the high school working with a self-contained class, and they're wonderful students, and they're going to do a little presentation for you tonight. Do you want to say you can do a little speech? Say hello, say what you did at the college?
Good evening.
And what do we do on Thursday night? What do we have?
Sound stuff. I'm singing some songs. Can you listen to me in love?
What language are they in? Oh,
Corn. Well, I said corn.
Creole, thank you.
Creole.
Good job. All right,
Your record should reflect Mr. Zlatkin is here, but we want to hear Creole.
Say something. Say something.
want to see it here.
Good job. Okay, we'll introduce the classmates. We have 4 students from the high school, and again, we appreciate you. This is a really special thing. Music has brought in so much joy to these students, so they would like to do a dance for you guys. They've been practicing for several months, and we're really proud of them, so we appreciate you giving us this opportunity.
Let's have a hand for the dancers.
All right?
Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
It's another one that they came out like It's another one that they came out like
The programs that we have on Thursday night, there was a variety of different performances. This was our group performance, and Glenn is going to sing you Grace Ann.
Okay, good.
And oh, my soul so weary.
Let's have a hand for Laura Bell, who is our social worker.
We have one more student that was a silent performer at our talent show, Angelica Merced, so let's give her a round of applause. And she actually did the programs that you guys received. So again, I know you guys are busy and have a lot of things to talk about tonight, but what we do is very important to us, and we take it seriously. So we appreciate you listening, and just realize that the students, it's about them, and we're proud of them. So it's really what it's about.
We would like to take this opportunity to thank the students for coming and showing us your talents. And it was a great night, so Ms. Silva would like to call you each up, and we would like to appreciate you all together.
In appreciation for your talent and all the hard work that you have put into making this a very enjoyable evening and giving us part of that, we're going to call up your names. Tyler Venuto. Glenn White. Sammy Cromartie. And Andrew Crockett.
Thank you so much.
Through the chair.
Now that we have a quorum, we're going to do the pledge of allegiance and call to order. If we could all rise, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Green is going to read the roll call and reading of the Sunshine Law.
Pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231 of the laws of 1976, the Open Public Meetings Act, I notified the public that the notice of the date, time, location, and agenda of this meeting, to the extent known, was provided at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of the meeting in the following manner. By posting such notice on the public announcement board of the Lakewood Board of Education offices and the Lakewood Township Municipal Building, by mailing such notice to the offices of the Asbury Park Press and the Tri-Town News, by filing such notice with the board secretary, and by mailing such notice to all individuals who requested and paid for a copy of same.
Okay, we've done the roll call. We're doing the roll call, I'm sorry.
Mr. Friedman.
Here.
Mr. Fink.
Here.
Mr. Greenspan.
Here.
Mr. Grunhut.
Here.
Ms. Micchio.
Here.
Mr. Seitler.
Here.
Mr. Silver.
Here.
Mr. Tift.
Here.
Mr. Zlatkin.
Here.
We will now have Mr. Green go to number 4. We've done number 3. Thank you. The acceptance of the April 27, 2011 election results. Mr. Green, if you would.
Okay. Minutes of the annual school election of the voters of the Lakewood Township School District, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, held on April 27, 2011. The election was called to order promptly at 2 o'clock and closed at 9 o'clock. The polling districts were opened by the Judge of Elections as adopted by the County Board of Elections. At 9 o'clock, the polls were declared closed and the results were recorded by the municipal clerk, Lakewood Township of Lakewood, New Jersey. The following results are unofficial, not yet certified by the county clerk. The budget was defeated. There were 693 yes votes. There were 2,137 no votes. 3 candidates were voted into office. Mr. Tracy Tift with 3,260 votes. Mr. Zachariah Greenspan with 1,888 votes. And Mr. Yisrael Friedman with 1,857 votes.
Are you completed, Mr. Green?
Yes, I am.
Through the chair.
Okay, there is no chair at the moment, but
I
you
would
have...
like to just say something if I can.
Go right ahead.
And I'd like to make a motion. So first, I just wanted, on behalf of the board, to thank the students that made such a beautiful performance tonight. We really appreciate that they came. I don't know if they're still here. And I want to congratulate the new board members on behalf of the board. And I would like to ask Tracy Tift, as the only veteran board member to win re-election this year, if he could actually, if you can do, recommend and nominate a board president.
I second.
I'll pass on that, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to nominate a board president.
Make the nomination, sir.
I would like to nominate Carl Fink as board president.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Mr. Fink seconds it. Okay. You have this, sir? Roll call, please.
Mr. Friedman.
No.
Mr. Fink.
Yes.
Mr. Greenspan.
No.
Mr. Grunhut. No. Ms. Micchio.
No.
Mr. Seitler.
Yes.
Mr. Silver.
Yes.
Mr. Tift.
No.
Mr. Zlatkin. Abstain.
Is there another
I
motion?
would like to make another motion, please.
Mr.
I would like to.
Silver
Yes.
did speak.
I would like to make a motion.
Hold it. Wait, hold it. Hold it. Everyone wants to make motions. Mr. Silver has the power of the draw, apparently. But
I would like to nominate Yecheskel Seitler to be board president, please.
I'll second it.
if you would call that, please.
Mr. Friedman.
No.
Mr. Fink.
Yes.
Mr. Greenspan.
No.
Mr. Grunhut. Ms. Micchio.
No.
Mr. Seitler.
Yeah.
Mr. Silver.
Yes.
Mr. Tift.
No.
Mr. Zlatkin.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Micchio or Mr. Freeman, you were vying for that, so Mr. Freeman, go ahead.
I would like to make a motion to make Mr. Meyer Grunhut president of the board.
Is there a second? Is that a second or is that a murmur?
I second it.
Okay. Call that, please.
Mr. Friedman.
Yes.
Mr. Fink.
No.
Mr. Greenspan.
Yes.
Mr. Grunhut. Ms. Micchio.
Yes.
Mr. Seitler.
Yes.
Mr. Silver.
Abstain.
Mr. Tift.
Yes.
Mr. Zlatkin.
Yes.
Okay, we need a motion for vice president.
I'll make a motion, Vice President. Mr. Engelbrook.
Thank you, Mr. Fink.
I would like to make a
I'll
motion.
make a motion.
Well, actually, you made yours, now it's Mr. Friedman's turn.
Well, you know what, he has no seniority here, so I'll make the second vote, thank you, parliamentarian. I'll make the
Actually, you won't.
Okay,
Mr.
well,
Friedman,
actually,
go
I will.
ahead.
If
I'm
anybody
gonna
should
pass
make it, it should be me.
I'm gonna make the vote for Ms. Micchio, the vice president.
But I will leave the choice of the second president to anyone who wants it.
Well, Ms. Miko, didn't you just tell Mr. Fink you wanted to be vice president?
Yes.
Didn't she just say that? Is there a second for Ms. Micchio? Seeing none. Is there a second? Okay, is there another motion?
I would like to make a motion to make Mr. Tracy Tips vice president.
Is there a second?
Yes.
I don't know who said that, but did someone say that? Mr. Cronin? Roll call.
Mr. Friedman,
Yes.
Mr. Fink,
No.
Mr. Greenspan,
Yes.
Mr. Grunhut,
Yes.
Ms. Micchio,
Yes.
Mr. Seitler,
Abstain.
Mr. Silver,
Stay.
Mr. Tift,
No.
Mr. Zlatkin,
Yes.
What is the roll call, sir?
roll call is 5 yeses, 2 noes, and 2 abstentions.
That's a carries then.
Okay, the appointment, reappointments, and approval, terms and conditions as per contractual agreements and/or board resolutions. I'd like to make a correction on the accounting and auditing services of Bowman and Company. It should not be $105,000, it should state $117,000.
Who won the vice president?
Mr. Tiff.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the terms and conditions.
That's Roman numeral 6.
Is it for all of 6 or just that one Bowman?
6 through page 2.
I make a motion to approve the terms and conditions as per contractual agreement and or board resolutions.
Second.
There's a second by whom?
Carrie Winston.
Okay, now, Mr. Tiff, you have a question?
Yes, through the chair. Here's a question I have. The increase for Bowman and Company, one, the legal consulting hour, $400 per hour, partner, $75 an hour for the associate. These legal consulting fees, the amount on these, were they people that we used in the past, or is it something that we would put out for bid? I know Bowman and Company, we used them in the past. The increase, is there a reason why there was an increase from 105 to 117?
I don't think that has any bearing on it. Let's approve them all.
I have a question, so I'd like to have an answer first.
Okay, a letter was sent to the district, I think in early March, stating that this is of their intention to still provide the services to the district at $117,000. It was just a typo that it went on at $105,000.
But was there any reason for the increase?
Yes, there was an increase. Okay, for the roll call, Mr. Friedman.
1 minute, there's more discussion. Last year, the workers' compensation, Freeman, Barton, and Hoover said pursuant to RFP. Why was that taken out this year? Lakewood Pediatrics was taken out this year, and personnel labor, there was a lawyer there, Taylor, Whalen, and Harvard, that was taken out. There's no broker of record this year. I see that in the depositories, we have every single bank in the entire Lakewood, New Jersey.
Mr. Seiler, we're not in the depositories yet, if that's number 7.
Wasn't the motion for the whole agenda?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was just, if that's your understanding for the whole agenda.
There's a bunch of banks over there. There's 2 more banks in Lakewood that are not listed. First Commerce Bank and Investors Bank, I think that they should be added in. And in board committees, I think that we should add in another committee called the Non-Public School Relations Committee, which should consist of 3 board members and 7 non-public school administrators to open up lines of communication. 4 board members and 7 non-public school administrators to open up the line of communication and make sure that they have their voice heard. I believe that the student services, the policy and the education committees, which never met this year, should be abolished.
Mr. Green just told me, Mr. Seiler, that the motion was only on number 6, which goes through page 2. So could you tell us why there's no broker of record, Mr. Green? Understandable.
Okay. We did receive RFPs, but they haven't been reviewed by a committee yet, and there isn't an exact dollar.
To the chair.
Oh.
That's insurance broker. Just so the public's aware, from what I understand, the insurance broker is a broker of record who solicits quotes and other such things for insurance and liability.
Okay, for the roll call, Mr. Friedman.
I had a bunch of other questions.
Sorry, go ahead.
About Lakewood Pediatrics and personnel and labor.
Why is Lakewood Pediatrics not on here? Was that an oversight? Apparently, Mr. Green doesn't know.
I don't believe that it was on last year. Do you have a copy of last year?
Lakewood Pediatrics has been here for numerous years, Mr. Seiler's correct. So we just Mr. Green will look into that for next meeting, he's saying.
Are there any other questions? Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
No.
Mr. Greenspan?
Yes.
Mr. Grunhut?
Yes.
Mrs. Micchio?
I have to give you item by item. I abstain as accountant, architect, bond counsel, finance business, health benefits, and I vote yes for legal consultant, legal services, legal consultants, all of those, excuse me, but it's been a very hard evening today. Tax counsel, and I think and all the rest on the second page.
Thank you, Ms. McNeil. Mr. Seidler?
I didn't get an answer to my question yet, though.
Sorry, can you repeat which question?
About Lakewood Pediatrics and about the personnel and labor.
I'm going to look further into that.
Okay. I don't know, I'm staying on it.
Mr. Silver?
No.
Mr. Tift?
Are we voting just on 5 or we're the whole agenda?
Just 5.
Just 5.
Okay. Actually, it's 6.
Okay.
6. No for legal consultant for Bernstein. Second one down, also David Rubin, Esquire, no for that, yes for everything else. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Tift. Thank you. Mr. Slatkin?
Yes.
Most of the motions passed. The motion's All items passed.
Number 7, Mr. Seitler had some questions about the banks. Mr. Did you hear the question, why do we have numerous banks?
No, that wasn't the question. The question is that if we do have numerous banks, let's make sure that we have all the banks, including First Commerce and Investor.
That wouldn't be a problem to add.
Okay, so please do.
First Commerce and Investment.
Okay, as amended, we have a motion? Move it. Motion by me.
Me as Mr. Blackman, maybe.
We have a second?
Second.
Yes.
Mr. Tiff seconded the motion.
No.
Now it is.
Yes.
He did.
Mr. Friedman?
Yes.
Mr. Fink?
No.
Mr. Greenspan?
Yes.
Mr. Grunhut?
Yes.
Ms. Mickiel?
Abstain.
Mr. Seitler?
Yes.
Mr. Silver?
Yes.
Mr. Tift?
Yes.
Mr. Zlatkin?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I want to change my vote to yes on that. If that's what Commerce Bank, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Fink.
Would that include the board committees?
No. Now we're going to do that, Mr. Sutter. So you would like to have a committee of 4 board members?
4 board members and 7 school administrators. That we should be called the non-public liaison committee or relations committee. And I don't think that we need the education committee, the policy committee, the student services committee. And I'm not sure what the county executive superintendent protocol committee is. I don't think I've heard of it. I'm not sure if we need that either.
Okay, so the motion, if I understood correctly, is to have a committee, a liaison committee consisting of 4 board members and 7 non-public administrators. I believe this is intent. Okay. I would ask you before you disband committees if we could check with the county office. What was done in the past doesn't mean it has to be done in the future.
Okay.
Neither of them met in at least 2 years.
Okay. If Mr. Seitler has the desire to disband them, I would suggest
To the chair.
not to
Yeah,
disband.
I would also recommend as well, is it because the board didn't establish the committee? Is that why nothing was done? Or is, what's the reason why the committee wasn't formed in the first place before we tried to disband it?
The committees were formed, they just never met, there was nothing ever to discuss.
That's the plot, that's the situation of the board. It's supposed to make plans to meet.
The education committee tried to meet last year 3 times, and there was no response.
Okay.
The other 3 never even tried to meet. There was no attempt even made on the other 3 committees.
I think with new members on the board, we should keep those committees in place and try to get those committees going up and running again.
All right.
Mr. Seitler, would you just stick with your non?
Yeah, okay, fine.
All right, is there a second to this non-public idea?
I'll second it.
Mr. Fink seconded it. Could you roll call, please?
Mr. Friedman?
Excuse me, Mike, before you do that, can I also add to keep the committees that weren't active last time?
Yeah, we're not just,
Okay, not
Mr.
disbanding.
Seitler, I think, has agreed not to disband them. So we're just doing this one extra committee.
Yes.
Is that yes for Mr. Friedman?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Mr. Fink?
Yes.
Mr. Greenspan?
Yes.
Mr. Grunhut?
Yes.
Ms. Mickiel?
Yes.
Mr. Seitler?
Yeah.
Mr. Silver?
Yes.
Mr. Tift?
Yes.
Mr. Zlatkin?
Yes.
There is a public sign-in sheet. By law, every meeting we must and want to hear the public. Mr. Hobday, you've signed up. If you'd like to speak.
Excuse me, I'd like to make a motion
I'm sorry.
to do away with that sign-in sheet. We're not dogs here. I don't think anybody should have to sign in to voice their opinion. I think anybody who's here at any time should be allowed to speak.
I'll second that, there's just no discussion. Just before that, are we done with the whole agenda here, or is it?
Yes.
It says about, does that need to have readings? Is that part of the bylaws, the sign-in sheet?
I would have to review the bylaws. From what I understand, I haven't been in a township committee meeting for years. Is there a sign-in sheet there?
No.
No.
Or the planning board or the zoning board.
All right.
People are people. If that's all right with this committee.
Well, people are people. There was a song by Barbra Streisand to that effect. The question we asked, I believe some of the board members passed a resolution last year that you wanted to end by a certain time.
That's correct. That's not being changed.
Okay.
11:30.
Okay, so is it 11:30?
Yeah, 11:30.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's...
Chairman?
Yes.
May I speak, please?
Yes.
Mr. Enzelbach, I want to commend you for that idea of sign in. Anybody that wants to speak will come and sign that sheet, and people take the turn to speak, and I think that was the most wonderful thing somebody came up with.
I don't want to take credit for this. When I was still...
I don't...
I withdraw my request.
All I know
So before I
is
got
that-
hammered in the high school, and I was in high school, I'm still there.
Michael, give me a chance to finish. All I know is that it's been done since you've been here, and I think it's worked. So if somebody is objecting...
I appreciate the compliment, but it's been here for some time, but Mr. Fink has withdrawn his motion, I believe.
Through the chair. Well, yeah, through the chair.
Yes.
Thank you. I would like to make one quick announcement. I'd like to thank everybody who supported me in the election these past couple of weeks. I'd like to thank everybody for their vote. I also would like to mention that last week's free violence seminar that we had at the high school Saturday was a great success. I encouraged, the turnout was unbelievable. People showed up, parents showed up, kids showed up. It was a wonderful thing. And I'd like to thank the board for supporting that, and would also like to recommend that the board continue to also support those type of functions. It was a job well done. I'd like to thank everybody who attended and everybody who was involved in that. Thank you.
Mr. Hobday, I think at this point...
Bill Hobday, 30 Schoolhouse Lane. First, I want to congratulate the new board members. Mr. Test, I think that you may have a record of voters. So congratulations to you, Mr. Friedman, Mr. Greenspan. Welcome to the Board of Education. It's a difficult and sometimes thankless job, as you're going to find out. But nevertheless, it's an important function in the town. There are 28,000 children depending on you. They look for your wise counsel and advice. And your the way you bring this through over these next couple of years, I think it's going to have a defining impact on Lakewood Township. So the parents are counting on you, the students are counting on you, the administration is. I don't want to make it seem like it's a burden. It's not. But it is, quite frankly, a burden of joy. It's one that you will participate in. You'll make your wise decisions. You'll bring this district forward. We've got to improve every year. We've got to manage that budget. We've got to do the right thing all the time. It's an awesome responsibility to one of the